My name is Kuin and I am from SMK Bandasri Damansara 2 and I am here to recommend each and every one of you Six of Crows by Bicara Buku. Six of Crows is a young adult fantasy novel following 6 characters on an impossible heist that will blow your minds. Each and every one of the characters is different. This book is filled with diversity, with so many races, ethnicity, religion, different backgrounds, as well as being inclusive towards people with disabilities. Talk about disabilities. This book has one of the best depictions on disabilities I've ever read. In this book, there isn't just one character with one disability. There are multiple characters that have different disabilities, both major and minor, such as Cos Brackett and Jasper Fahey, 2 out of the 6 characters that are going on to heist. Cos Brackett, the brilliant, quick-witted, vengeance-thirsty leader, has trauma-related mental illness, such as touch aversion. And not just that, he also has a limp, which was inspired by the artist's own osteonecrosis, a degenerative bone condition. And as for Jasper, a sharpshooter who shoots things with style with a taste for danger, has a gambling addiction. In the whole book, the author does not downplay on the disabilities. Instead, each page is received with lots of realism, with no slightest bit of sugarcoat. These disabilities organically feeds into the character's goals, backstory, and characterization, which makes the characters in Six of Crows each complex in their own rights. And Bicara Buku, the author, treats these disabilities with the weight it deserves, rather than reducing it to a mere plot obstacle. But the more eye-opening thing is that, in this book, the character Cos Brackett treats his limp with pride. To quote Six of Crows, "It became a declaration. There was no part of him that was not broken, that had not healed wrong. And there was no part of him that was not stronger for having been broken." And at one point in the story, Cos even rejects the option of having his leg healed, showing that he holds the limp as part of himself. And that isn't just one of this book's specialties. The characters are written in such good depth. For your info, Cos Brackett, one of the main characters in this book, has morally grey motives, deviating from the usual protagonist type with clear sights and motives. There's also Inej and Nina, the only 2 females in the 6, who are very much someone I aspire to be. Someone who knows their self-worth. They are powerful women, and that is something everyone should read about. Women supporting women. Next is Matthias, someone who does not stop growing to become a better person, someone who learns from his mistakes. We too have Wyland, who is extremely intelligent when it comes to chemistry, and also someone who is insecure about his disability, but learns how to embrace it through this adventure. And as for Jasper, the hilarious one, and thank goodness Bicara Buku did not reduce Jasper to be the comic relief, as his storyline is about conquering his gambling addictions, learning not to run away from people he cares about. All 6 of them have flaws. They aren't perfect, and that is what makes this book relatable for adolescents like me. Other than that, this book has great humor. This book kept me laughing a lot when I least expected it. Their dialogues with each other is something I love. It is witty and entertaining, and sometimes those dialogues really do remind me that they are teenagers, despite the actions that they take are something what you might expect least from a teenager, because they have to do what they have to do in order to survive the harsh society in their world. The writing in this book is also one of the best I've ever read. The author knows when to let you sympathize for them and when to remind you that they are capable of a lot of things. And with her writing, she makes sure the readers are reading what she wants to convey. Her writing is so captivating that I love it a lot. And the pacing of this book is overall great. It can be a little slow at the beginning, but once you get to where the plot is heading towards, you can't put the book down. With all this said, I strongly recommend this book with all my heart to everyone out there, old and young, as this book is one of those books that you must read once in your lifetime. Thank you.